Hello everyone, this is GATE 2023 Life Science, Section P Biochemistry, question number 37. Which one of the following amino acid has more than 2 acid-base groups? Option A is alanine, option B leucine, C phenylalanine, D tyrosine. This is the NPTEL online course reference in which they have explained the biochemistry of different amino acids. This is a 2 marks question, okay, from biochemistry section. So, what is the general structure of amino acid? As you can see, amino acid in the name has 2 functional group, a amino functional group, that is NH2, and a acid functional group, that is carboxylic acid functional group. It has 2 functional groups, a amino group and a carboxylic acid group. So all the amino acids in the cell are alpha amino acid, okay, always remember this. All the amino acids are alpha amino acids. And what do you mean by alpha amino acids? So, amino group is attached to a alpha carbon. And what is alpha carbon? So, this is the structure of amino acid. So, we have a carboxyl carbon is this. And the carbon attached to a carboxyl carbon is the alpha carbon. So, this is the alpha carbon. And to this alpha carbon, we have amino group. Okay, that's why the name so that's why we call them alpha amino acids, and these amino acids are present inside cells. Okay, we only have alpha amino acids. Okay, so this is the alpha carbon which is attached to the carboxyl carbon. And to this alpha carbon we have amino group, and to this alpha carbon we also have a R group. Okay, so this R group can be different for different amino acids. So simply, for example, if we take glycine is very simple amino acid. This R group is replaced by simple hydrogen. Okay, so in glycine the R structure is hydrogen. Alanine has R group to be methyl group, CH3 group. Okay, so in the question we have 4 amino acids. They have asked the acid base groups of 4 amino acids. So in alpha amino acid, as you can see, the amino group is the base. Why? What is the definition of base? Base is a moiety that will accept a proton, right? So when amino group accepts H plus proton, we have NH3 plus, right? So amino group is a base. And what is a acid? Acid is a proton donor, right? Simple. So the carboxylic acid donates a proton and becomes C double bond O minus plus H plus. So base is the moiety which accepts a proton, and acid is a moiety which donates a proton. Simple. So in amino acids the base is amino group, as you can see from the example, and carboxylic acid is the acid group. So in general, amino acid will have one base and one carboxylic acid. Any amino acid, even glycine, will have one base and one carboxylic acid, right? Whereas, so in the question we have 4 amino acids: alanine, leucine, phenylalanine, and tyrosine. So these are the 4 different amino acids. So alanine structure is also very simple. So this R group is the methyl group. So our alanine amino acid will be, simply we can write this is the alpha carbon, hydrogen. The valency of carbon is 4. Whenever you are writing a structure, any structures, just keep a note that the valency of carbon, nitrogen is satisfied. So this is the structure. So in the question they have asked more than one acid base group. So alanine has only one acid and one base. Okay, so this is obviously not the answer. Second amino acid we have, it's leucine, right? So leucine is this is the normal amino acid backbone structure, and the R group of leucine is CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. This is the R group of leucine, and the R group of leucine also doesn't have any amino group or a acid group. So this also has only one base and one acid group. The third amino acid is phenylalanine. So it will have a aniline group, phenylalanine as the R group. So first we'll draw the backbone. Very simple amino acid backbone. With practice you can able to write the equations easily. Here we'll have a benzene ring. Okay, this is phenylalanine amino acid. Here also there is no charged any basic group or acidic group. And finally we have tyrosine, which is one of the charged amino acids. Okay, so the structure of tyrosine is also pretty simple. Similar to phenylalanine, tyrosine has a phenol group, OH, like this. This is our amino acid backbone, right? So this phenol group, it will donate this proton, right? It will donate this proton and it will become O minus, right? If you remember the previous lectures, at a particular pH, this proton will be donated. The pH is around at pH around 8 to 9, this proton will be donated. This proton will be abstracted and will get O minus. Okay, so this has an extra acid group, right? As it is donating a proton, will have a acid group on the tyrosine. So Coming back to the question, alanine is one of the neutral amino acids, right? With R group being bond CH3. Leucine is also neutral. Phenylalanine is also neutral. And by neutral, what do I mean? When there is a peptide bond formation in between these amino acid, right? When there is a peptide bond, the base and the acid groups of alanine, so each amino acid will have one base group, that is amino, and one acid group, which is the carboxyl. They will be involved in the formation of a polypeptide chains. So in the polypeptide chain, these amino acid will be neutral because the acid and the base groups are already involved in the formation of a polypeptide, a peptide bond, right? This is the peptide bond. They are involved in the formation of the peptide bond. So these base, acid and base are not free, right? This is very important, that they are not free to donate or accept any proton. So in polypeptide, these alanine, leucine and phenylalanine are neutral amino acid, whereas there are different charged amino acid, and one of the example of charged amino acid is tyrosine, right? Another example of a charged amino acid is glutamic acid, aspartic acid. These are all negatively charged amino acid. Just like tyrosine, they'll donate a proton, right? They'll donate a proton, and the overall charge on the polypeptide will be negative. That is why they are negatively charged amino acids. We also have positively charged amino acids like lysine, arginine. These are all positively charged amino acid. Okay, so if you are solving this biochemistry section, it is very important that you should know the few tricks. You should remember to learn the structure of these amino acids. At least try to learn the structure of the charged amino acids, because mainly the questions will be based on the charged amino acid. You no need to remember the structure of leucine, isoleucine, which are already neutral. So there won't be any much questions on these neutral amino acids, but always be aware of these charged amino acid, and it is very simple to remember the structure of charged amino acid. Okay, so the answer is tyrosine. Which of the amino acid has more than 2 acid base groups? So we have one extra acid group in tyrosine, right? As it is negatively charged. Thank you.